Good day, this is Professor Will, CBMD PhD. Today's Monday, February 15th, 2021. It is 9:45 and 56 seconds p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today's research is on genomics. So let's hop to it here. The term genome refers to the total genetic composition of an organism or species. For example, the nuclear genome of humans is composed of 22 different autosomes, an X chromosome, and in males, a Y chromosome. In addition, humans have a mitochondrial genome, composed of a single circular chromosome. As genetic technology has progressed over the past few decades, researchers have gained an increasing ability to analyze the composition of genomes as a whole unit. The term genomics refers to the molecular analysis of the entire genome of a species. Genome analysis is a molecular dissection process applied to a complete set of chromosomes. Segments of chromosomes are analyzed in progressively smaller pieces, the locations of which are known on the intact chromosomes. This is the mapping phase of genome analysis. The mapping of the genome ultimately progresses to the determination of the complete DNA sequence for all of a species' chromosomes. The first complete DNA sequence of the bacterial genome is Haemophilus influenza. Its genome is composed of a single circular chromosome that is 1.83 million base pairs in length and contains approximately 1,743 genes. In 1996, the first entire DNA sequence of a eukaryote, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, baker's yeast, was completed. The yeast genome contains 16 linear chromosomes, which have a combined length of about 12.1 billion base pairs, and contain approximately 6,300 genes. Since that time, genome sequences for many prokaryotes and eukaryotes have been completed. Cytogenetic mapping is commonly used in eukaryotes, which have very large chromosomes, relative to those of bacteria. Microscopically, eukaryotic chromosomes can be distinguished from one another by their size, centromeric location, and banding patterns. By treating chromosomal preparations with particular dyes, a discrete banding pattern is obtained for each chromosome. Cytogeneticists use this banding pattern as a way to describe specific regions along a chromosome. Good day, this is Professor Will, CBMD PhD, on microbiology, bioinformatics, and pathophysiology. Well, I know this was a short one today, but I hope you enjoyed listening and have a great day.